This is Jim, and I live in Texas. And today I'm doing a warm-up ride for next weekend's Heart of Texas Rally. It's Easter, the end of April in 2011. I've added some accessories that I need to try out, and I just haven't got much saddle time lately. I'm going to try this. I got this from there's a fella who has a website called Mounting Solutions here in Austin, and I got together with him and got some RAM stuff. I had a RAM mount to mount my actual smartphone up here, but I really didn't like it. It was just too much up here, so I'm going to use that in my car. But I have this thing here for, see if I can hydrate on the road. I got a new helmet. My first helmet was modular. I've been riding the last several months with a Scorpion full face that I like a lot, but for the rally there's some advantages to having the flip up, so I want to evaluate the flip up today. I've only ridden with it a little bit because you can speed up your stops a little bit if you don't have to take your helmet all the way off. I've added something to this helmet called an Ed set. This is it costs about $60. You can't really see it very well, but this is a real premium speaker system that goes in your helmet. It's kind of receive only, although there is a microphone option with it. I don't have anything to plug the mic into really. So I'm going to evaluate this. I have a device that I've used before that works called a boosteroo in my tank bag, which will amplify the volume of my iPod or my smartphone. I'm going to try that. So purpose of today's ride is right up north of Austin up to Quappers Cove, Killeen, maybe even a little bit further north, and evaluate this equipment and basically just get some saddle time because I haven't been riding much, and I got a long ride. The Heart of Texas ride itself is 600 miles. I'm looking at riding out to the alternate start location of Odessa, which is another 350. So looking at about a 1,100-1,200 mile weekend next weekend, so time to get in shape for it. I'm wearing my summer jacket, not my Nomex because of the heat. This is a Joe Rocket Phoenix. My other jacket that I've been wearing all winter is that Dayglow Lime Viz Kevlar jacket from Cycleport. That is the mesh, and probably temperatures up to about 92, 93, it's okay. My experience has been above that, it gets kind of warm. So I'm gonna refamiliarize with this, see how much I like this. A little bit less protection, particularly in the chest area, but a little bit less protection in here. But I got this to pad any fall on my stomach. So anyway, I don't have a way to mount this camera in this helmet yet, so this will just be a stop and go kind of thing, not a true moto vlog. Anyway, it's time to go riding. I'll let you know how this equipment works out later. Okay, this is Jim. I've been riding for a couple hours now. I stopped for lunch in Killeen, and I'm at the SpaceX test site in McGregor, Texas. Check out that booster there. I guess that's one of their Falcon 1 boosters. They bring them here, they make them in California and bring them here to test. And of course SpaceX has announced a much larger booster, almost the size of a Saturn V, that they're going to build to be able to launch huge payloads into space. Plus they've awarded them, just this couple of weeks ago, awarded a contract to make their Dragon space capsule man capable to take people to the space station. So SpaceX, Elon Musk's company, is really on a roll. Closer to Earth here, I've been trying out some new equipment for next week's Heart of Texas Rally. The cup here is a huge win. This in conjunction with the modular helmet that I'm wearing, it's real convenient, a good way to stay hydrated without having to stop. All I do is raise the windshield to cut down on the wind a little bit because it's warm. It's about 91 degrees right now. Raise the windshield to cut down on the wind a little bit, flip the helmet up like this, take a drink, lower the helmet back down, and I'm done. Perfect. The helmet itself is really noisy. Really noisy. Even with earplugs on, it's very noisy. So that's the downside. I'm spoiled by my Scorpion, which is a very quiet helmet. Turn that off. What else? I got stopped by a friendly police officer, a little town that's just south of here. I forget what it is. Went through their town and I whipped it back up to 70, but I was still in their city limits where the limit is 45. But, you know, I fessed up. I said, you know, the officer lit up behind me. I immediately slowed down and stopped. He came over and I said, did I twist that throttle too soon? He said, oh yeah, I got you 59. I think I was headed for 70, which is the speed limit on the way up. Well, he rode bikes, so we talked about the FJR a little bit. He saw how much trouble I have getting on and off, and he said, do you have a bad hip? I said, I got bad knees. And the VA's talking to me about a knee replacement. He said, well, go ahead and do it. I had hips replaced, and I feel like a million times better. I'm really glad I did it. It's the second person to tell me that. So my hips are okay, but I may need new bionic knees here in the next few years. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, I forgot to put my earplugs on when I pulled away from that traffic stop, and God, it's loud without earplugs. Oh man, it's hellacious. Anyway, so the EdSet helmet speakers that I installed are a fail. The speakers themselves are real good quality. If you want helmet speakers, I'd really recommend these because they're really a nice, good quality equipment and it installs real easily. It's just this helmet is too noisy. I'll try them with my Scorpion. It may be doable, but even with my booster amplifier, I could not really take advantage of the audio. So anyway, the cup though, big win on the cup. I highly recommend this. Big win on the cup. My hero, SpaceX. I actually thought about applying for a job here. They listed jobs as an HR person here. And I have a degree that I got in the Air Force, a master's degree in human resources, just because that was the easiest one to get. And the Air Force didn't care. They just wanted you to have a master's degree. They didn't care what it was in. And I wanted to be a major, so you had to do that to be a major, have a master's degree. I do some HR work for the little startup I'm in, and I do a lot of HR work for my wife's company, so I'm familiar with HR in Texas. So they advertised for an HR person for this installation. I thought about applying to it. Man, I can't get past 82 miles to home. It's just a little too much of a commute, but boy, it's tempting. Wouldn't it be glamorous to work for SpaceX? Well, this is Jim, not very glamorous. Going to ride home. It's Easter Sunday. Got a family gathering in a couple of hours, so I've got just enough time to get back home and take a shower, and then become the patriarch of the Howard family again. So, everybody, take it easy. See you next ride.